has drawn parallels between India and the United States. And here's a quote from the Time magazine, where Obama says, "Both countries, India and the United States, have been victims of catastrophic terrorist attacks, and we have a shared interest in succeeding in the fight against terrorist organizations, their operations, and their ideological affiliates." The question is, where does the relationship have strong and important similarities, and where are there striking differences?
The difference that I see is that in the United States of America, terrorism has just been of the recent past, wherein in India we've been victims of terrorism since separation in 1947. So probably in that sense, if only the timeline that's what does differ, the terrorist activities in both these nations. The United States of America, being such a powerful nation, does need to make sure, and which it is obviously, not only in the Middle East but also in Southeast Asia, in order to enhance regional security by helping forces in, say, India, Pakistan, etc.
I mean, you can just highlight the fact that the U.S. is giving $2 billion in aid to Pakistan for their security. I mean, India and the U.S. are not on the same page in that realm. India's security threats come from Pakistan, and they come internally. You know, the U.S.'s threats are not from any organized country. It's from terrorist organizations. And while there are overlap, there's different ideology and there's different agendas. So the implication that India and the U.S. can work together while Pakistan is still receiving aid from the U.S. and while Pakistan remains such an important ally to the U.S., I think it's going to hinder the U.S. and India from being true partners on terrorism.
President Obama, I voted for the U.S.-India nuclear agreement because India is a strong democracy and a natural strategic partner. What is your take on the natural strategic partnership between the two countries?
Keep in mind that we already have 16, 17 nuclear reactors in India, and there were a few more coming. So we have a nuclear capability in-house. We do want a strategic partnership, and I think there are areas such as space in which we can focus on. There is the M3, whatever the M3 motor was called from NASA that was put on Chandrayaan-1. That was a good way to partner with ISRO. Intelligence sharing, there's still a lot of scope in sharing intelligence on terrorism and counterterrorism efforts. There's a lot of scope, I feel, in agriculture and food security. There's a lot of scope in the US strategic partnership beyond just the geopolitical stuff that says let's just counter China or let's just counter Pakistan or Afghanistan. And I think we need to think on those levels if we really need to move forward.
What would you like, or what do you think, or what are you afraid the headlines will say at the end of this visit?
Afraid that the headlines will say nothing.
That U.S. sells $3 billion in arms to India, and that's our success.
My fear, at least with the U.S. media, is that the focus will be more on the midterm elections than it will be on the visit to India.
My nightmare and my deepest fear is that the headlines are going to be something like this. President Obama gets a royal welcome in India. Shah Rukh Khan hosts a lavish party at Manal.
I hope to see that there's a new era of partnership in agriculture and food security.
It could read like this: it was corruption, collusion, and nepotism, and now it is change, compromise, and a new world order.
And climate change was a big one. The headlines are nothing, arms, no headline, Bollywood, the new era of agricultural partnership, and a new world order with collaboration.